in this video I'm going to help you write your own training plan, and at the end of the video I'm going to give you one tip that's going to make that training plan feel like a dream. What is up everybody, and welcome to Fordy Runs. Now if you didn't know, my name is Chris Ford and I'm a running and athletics coach based here in the UK, and when I'm not mucking about making shoe videos, I'm also coaching clients based all around the world. And today I thought I would help you guys out by helping you write your own training plan. Okay, so this is going to be applicable to you guys who are marathon training. Now let me know in the comments whether you want me to do exactly the same thing for half marathon training or for anything else. Now I write a lot of training plans for runners, and if you're interested in having a personalised training plan, go down in the description, there's a link there to my website, and I do personalised training plans. We do off-the-shelf training plans, you can get them, and we do a runner's essentials package as well, where you can get some information on nutrition, strength and conditioning and all that kind of stuff, and a training plan. So check that all out, that's on our website. Now marathon training, so we're going to work through today a simple and effective 16-week plan. I'm going to help you write it, because I think for a lot of people out there, getting a marathon training plan can be expensive and confusing. So for example, if you wanted a marathon training plan on our website, it's a personalised one, is £50. That's a lot of money. And you've got running based apps that are also a lot of money month to month. So I thought to myself, actually, let's do a video, let's help you write your own plan. Now what I would say is there's some very good free plans out there, okay? If you go to the London Marathon website, for example, there's some good plans on there, okay? If you've got a place, for example, in the London Marathon. So you don't necessarily have to write your own one, you can go to places like that and get good quality training plans. But okay, right, so let's start. Get a pen and a piece of paper, because we're going to work through this, and I'll try and do it as quick as I can, and try and do this as quite as simply as I can. Now, my coaching methodology is to keep everything simple, and we're going to do that in this video. Right, okay, so the first thing I want you to do, and we're going to be working this through as a 7-day period. Some people like to work to 9-day periods and things like that, but we're going to work for, let's say, a calendar week, all right? Again, keeping it simple. But I want you to look at your week, Monday to Friday, and go, okay, on these days, I've got this on, and these days, I think and feel like I can get sort of 4 quality runs in. Now work out what days you're going to be able to commit to doing 3 to 4 runs a week, all right? And then we're going to do the next thing, and that is we're going to work out what days, and we're not putting a run in or anything like that yet. I want you now to work out what days can you do some form of strength and conditioning. Now ideally I'm looking for you to do 2 days, all right? Now that could be as little as a 20-minute HIIT session on YouTube. We've got a free video, I'll put the link in the description, that you can do a runner's HIIT session on YouTube. Put it on the TV and you can do it. That is a great way of doing something. But you might have more money or more time and be able to get along to the gym. But I want you to do anything, before we do anything else, is to put those sort of days in that week, right, of when you can get that strength and conditioning, because it's really, really important. Right, so now we've got our week, we've got our days in which we can run, we've got our days in which we can do strength and conditioning. Now the next thing I want you to do is think, what day can you put the most amount of time aside to do your long run? Now when marathon training, the long run is the most essential run of the week. It really is, right? If you did a couple of bits of strength training and maybe a little bit of running in the week, but you focused on that long run, you would get round the marathon. It wouldn't necessarily be pretty, but you'd get round, okay? So I want you to think, now most people traditionally do that on a Saturday or Sunday. So I want you to figure out what day that is. Because remember, you're going to need to put 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours aside for that long run. You need to be quite selfish about that, and you need to tell your partner, if you've got one, that you're going to be out for a long time on a certain day. Now just a bit of caveat to all this, if you're a shift worker, I would recommend that you sort of build a 2-week plan in, okay? So bear with me, right? But I want you to work on a 2-week sort of schedule, and I want you to pick the runs out that we're going to talk about over those 2 weeks, and just pick them when it suits you in terms of your shift pattern. Okay, right, so back to where we was. So we've worked out that our long run is, let's say for argument's sake, on a Saturday. Now the next thing we need to think about is our recovery days, our rest days. Now ideally we have a complete day of rest, a complete day of rest where you do nothing, well not literally nothing, but I want you to be sort of active recovery. But I don't want you to be doing any running or strength and conditioning. Now, let's say, for argument's sake, we're going to put that in on Sunday. So we've got a complete day of rest. Lovely. You can sit down, watch your golf, watch your Formula One, whatever you want to do. Sunday. Okay? Saturday long run, Sunday rest day. Now, what that does, that sets you up for your Monday. Because on Monday, we're going to be doing a nice medium effort. Because the rest of your week, okay, we're going to be looking for a high, medium and low effort in the week. And they're going to be time based. I'm not that fussed about you running 6, 7, 8, 15, 20 or 2 miles, right? Time based. So on a Monday, we're going to do a medium effort. Now, what do you mean, 40? A medium effort? Now, that's slightly out of your comfort zone, all right? That's not full sprinting. That's not a really high effort. We're going to save that for another day. But I want you to do an effort that is controllably uncomfortable. So let's do an example. Maybe you run 12-minute miles. I want you to try and run 11-minute miles, 10-minute miles, somewhere down there. Get it down a little bit. Try and run a little bit faster for a period of time, okay? Warm up, do your run, cool down, stretch. That's Monday. On Tuesday, hopefully, and this is, you know, my week that I'm working out for you now, we've got your strength and conditioning. But you're doing no running, but you're concentrating on your strength and conditioning. Wednesday is our high effort session. Our really guns blazing, full out, leave nothing behind high session. Now, this will typically be a shortened session. So we're looking probably 30, 35 minutes, something like that. Good warm up, you know, easy jog, 10 minutes, something like that. And then a really concentrated hard effort. And this is where we're going to be having hill sprints, intervals and all that kind of stuff where you throw pace out of the window, you don't look at your watch and you go to fill. You just go as hard as you can and then you do your recovery. Don't forget to stretch. Thursday, strength and conditioning day. Yes, it's the other half. Now, ideally, you'll do one day of strength and you do one day of conditioning. So we do our HIIT session on YouTube and then we do like a yoga session on YouTube. See where I'm going? And there's also a yoga session on 40 Run's YouTube channel as well. Check that out. That's free as well. And then Friday, we've got our low effort, our easy effort. So this is about building base mileage. This is about building our aerobic base. And we're doing this at a really easy conversational pace. And would you believe it? I've just built your week. See? Now what we do is slowly but surely increase the time on feet. Now we could do it through miles, we could do it through time, whatever way you want to do it, right? But effectively, slowly but surely, we will increase the time or mileage as you go through those 16 weeks. So we've got our frequency sorted, we've got when we're doing our strength and conditioning, we've got our full day of rest, we've got everything covered in there. And if you do all this, you will 100% finish that marathon. Now that's not an exact guarantee. Nobody come after me with a lawyer going, well, you told me I would, but as best I can guarantee it. Okay, so then we take the mileage up. So start wherever your sort of baseline is. So let's say you've run 6 miles, you've run 10K, you've run 13 miles half marathon. You know, take it back a little bit, but start sort of 10 miles or that, you know, like I said, that hour and a half, whatever it is. And slowly but surely increase that time on feet and that mileage on that long run. And while you're doing that, slowly increase the time of that medium effort. Don't go over an hour, but slowly increase that, you know, just like 5 minutes every week. And also the same for that easy run, you know, take it from sort of 30 minutes, no more than 45 minutes, but slowly but surely just increase. But don't increase the high effort. That high effort is the one session that you keep really short and sort of painful in the middle. You work really hard in there, but you don't do much more than sort of, 35, 40 minutes max with sort of 20 minutes concentrated. Okay guys, so hopefully I've set out there a base sort of training plan which you can play with. You know, you can slot those days in. Just because I said those days, it doesn't necessarily, you know, going to work for you. But hopefully you can see with those sort of 4 runs in the week and the other bits and bobs that are really essential, you'll be able to work out your own plan and go from there. But the important part is to slowly and gradually build up your mileage, yeah? And concentrate on that long run and concentrate on that speed session and getting that strength and conditioning done as well. But I'm hoping this gives you some sort of bones in which to work from, some framework in which to create that training plan, so you don't necessarily have to go out and buy one or you know, or get this app that costs you 50 quid a month or whatever it is. Okay, so hopefully that makes some sense. Let me know in the comments if it does. Let me know in the comments if you want to see, say, the half marathon version of this. We can do that if you want. But like I said, if you want a personalised training plan, go over to 40runs.com and I'll do you one, there's no problem. Or check out our Runners Essentials. But I just wanted to make this video. I appreciate that, you know, money's tight for everybody at the moment. And if you've, I don't know, got a place for London and you're thinking, what the hell am I going to do? How the hell am I going to run London? How am I going to train for that? Well, hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into how you can create that plan and think about it. All right, so there we go. Right, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Good luck with your marathon training. I'll catch you later.